Hi, Virgos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my singles. Today, we're going to be asking Spirit for some clues for our next relationship. I do have some letters and numbers that I'm going to be sharing with you. I have some timelines. I have some evidence that we want to ask Spirit to bring forward. So who is our next connection? Future spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, anything about them, anything that Spirit wants you to know. So it's a manifestation reading for those of you that are waiting or looking for love. So just use this as a time to talk to Spirit and to ask Spirit to bring this love into your life. And we will go from there. So welcome to any of my new subscribers. If this is the first time that you've ever watched me, I am a psychic medium. I'm an intuitive love and life coach full-time. And I love my YouTube channel. I love to be able to share my my gift and my deck collection. I will, at the end of this video, give you some of the decks that I used in today's video. So if you have any questions about some of the decks, I will give you those at the end of the video. But let's get started. Let's call in our spirit guides. Spirit, if you could please share with me for my Virgo singles, a love that's coming, anything that you have for them that you want them to know. I am listening for you now. I have a reconciliation. The renewal of a past connection is taking place. So for some of you, not all of you, maybe there's a reconciliation happening. Maybe we're thinking about somebody that we want to come back. I have a transformation. A huge breakthrough is happening soon. We're changing. Maybe somebody is changing. Maybe you've changed. Maybe you don't want to reconcile. Maybe we've already moved on from this. Obsessions. Be careful. There are strong desires and attachments. You know, sometimes when we want to move on, we have a hard time, right? Sometimes when we just know it's for our own best interest to move on, we still have a hard time getting somebody out of our system. So there could be some of that going on with some of you, or others. You know what, maybe you've already had the transformation. Maybe you've already let something go. And they have one more, please. I have love, and they're saying feelings are real and true, a connection between lovers, a feeling of complete emotional happiness. So if what you had in the past was not complete emotional happiness, Spirit maybe is trying to help you to move on. Okay, maybe Spirit is saying it's time to move on for some of you. And maybe we have to let go of somebody that we've been hoping that they would come back, or that we'd hope that we could repair it once and for all. But maybe Spirit has something better for you. So let's see, my Virgo, what Spirit has. Let's see. I have a Hermit. Maybe we're tired of being alone, right? Ace of Wands. I have a Wheel of Fortune. And I have a Tower. So there has been a big change, but after the big change, the sense of some kind of change put me into a hermit state, right? Something happened that ended something, and now I'm alone, and I've been alone for a while, and maybe I've been struggling with that. The good news is you have definitely something coming in, and the Ace of Wands is time is of the essence. An Ace of Wands is going to come in probably pretty quickly, probably come in out of nowhere. And it's also going to come in as fate, destiny, meant to be, however you want to say it. But it's this incredible feeling of, I had to go through whatever I went through. Maybe I had to be alone for a while. I do believe that. I believe that there are times in our lives that we have to learn to be alone. We have to learn to live with being alone. And then there's times that a beautiful energy comes in out of nowhere and says, hey, guess what? I had something so much better for you. So I feel like that's what's about to occur. I have the Moon. We're just letting go with this Hermit and the Moon. We're letting go. Five of Wands. Maybe we're letting go of the struggle that we have around all that we've been through. You know, that if, especially if you had a very difficult connection in the past, you had a difficult marriage that ended, or you had an abusive relationship of some kind, controlling, narcissistic. You know, maybe it's Spirit's way of saying, I really need you to end that. Yeah, look at, you're ready to start a whole new journey, a whole new cycle. Whatever this hurt was, this fear, this pain, it doesn't matter. It's that it was part of your story, Spirit just said. It was part of your journey. So it does matter. It's that it's over and that it's behind you. And that now they're saying we're shifting your energy and we are putting you back in alignment with who and what is supposed to be on your path and your destiny. So sometimes when we're in it, it's painful. So some of you may be in it. So you have this kind of mixed feelings of, I still have a heartache, hurts over this other person, but I'm also believe in myself, and I also believe that I should move forward, and I'm trying really hard to move forward. You know, so it's more of a mixed feeling energy coming in right now. So that's okay. You're going to get there. I want to grow old with you. I want to be with somebody that wants to grow old with me. I want to be with the person that's in it for the long run, is really what that says, right? You are wonderful. I want somebody to see that I'm everything that I am wonderful. You are wonderful, Virgo. You know, you are. I mean, look at how much you have to offer. You know, you are deserving of love, and you have so much to offer, and you want to be appreciated, and you deserve to be appreciated. You are sweet perfume like a desert rose. I don't know about the whole desert rose thing, but the sweet perfume came into me as your person smells great. Whether it's cologne or perfume or aftershave or soap, I don't care. But it did come into me as you love how your person smells. That's important. So maybe that's the first thing that you notice about your person. I'll take that. Are you real? Almost the sense of you're too good to be true. I love everything about you, including how you smell, right? So I love everything about you. You know, you're good looking, you're beautiful, you're handsome. I love listening to you. I love talking to you. I love being with you. You know, then you start to say, are you real? Are you going to just like disappear and go away? You know, you start to question it when you find somebody that you really want to be with. But Spirit's saying this is very real. This is going to be very real. This is going to be the real deal, right? The real deal. I'll take that. You know, it's just, it's hard to believe when it does happen. You know, you sometimes you just can't get your arms around it. Yeah, look at this. It's like it opens you up. It's opening up your third eye. You know, it's like this bright ray of sunshine that's coming into you, that's just opening you up to the possibility, an abundance of love flowing into you. I love that. An abundance of love flowing into you. The truth, the real deal, a true love, a real deal. She almost looks like a little bit of a bride to me. I don't know, it's just the way her hair is drawn, but it's almost as if she's wearing a veil to me. But the truth of my heart, like you have my heart, you've grabbed my heart. Somebody's going to speak their truth to you, let you know that they're really in love with you. Bottom of the deck is love. This connection is just oozing of true love. It's just, I don't care how you say it, the real deal, true love. It's just, you'll know it when you see it. You know that feeling of, you say to yourself, I just know when it's the right person. I just know I'll know. I do believe that. I do believe, Virgo, you will know when you meet this person. So trust your intuition when this energy comes into your life. Let's see what they're saying. Queen of Swords, there's the truth, right? There it is. It's this sense of, I just know in my heart, I can feel it in my heart, I can feel it in my soul, that either this person is still out there and looking for me and I know I'm going to find them, or when I meet them, or if you've been lucky enough to meet them, that you just knew that this was the right one. A four of swords, this waiting, this time period to heal whatever you'd gone through, right? That hermit stage, the four swords. It's okay. You know, sometimes we have to kind of repair. 10 of Pentacles, whoever this is, we're going to create a life together. We're going to create a very happy life together, filled with abundance, you know, happy home, happy life. Maybe we'll have a beautiful home together. Maybe, I do feel a little bit of a success feeling the way that 10 of Pentacle came in. Now, I don't know if your person has money or your money combined, but it is, I mean, there's like this big, beautiful house on the side here with like a little yacht in front. I don't know if you're going to have that, but it was the sense of, success. It was the sense of achievement, success, and I want to share it with you. So your person probably is financially secure, and maybe that's just a bonus, you know, that you actually have somebody in your life that's very financially secure. I have a 3 of Wands. I'm ready to move forward with that 3. That is an action card. I see a future with you. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. I think you both know immediately that you are meant for each other, or you guys make a great match. I think probably one of the things that stands out the most when you first meet this person is that you can't get enough of them, not so much sexually, but intellectually, that you could stay up hours after hours after hours talking to them and you just still can't get enough. You guys can talk about anything and everything, and it's just always, you're not like pulling teeth for a conversation. It's like this flow of conversation it's beautiful, you know, like we just talk about everything. I can't get enough of this person. And I just enjoy this person more than anybody. I have a Lover's card. It's a soulmate connection. It is going to be a soulmate connection. You know, when you are that in tune with somebody that you love to talk to them and they become your best friend and they become the person that you can talk for hours and you can go places and do things, and you never get really kind of sick of them. You might get sick of them for some of their little kind of pet peeves, but you don't really ever get sick of them. That's when you know that you're really with the right person. That's nice. So this is a soulmate connection, the real deal, a true love. They could be a Cancer. They could be a Cancer. They could be a Taurus. I love that. They could be a Scorpio. So those are all really strong. I mean, strong for different reasons, but I don't know. I like the Taurus with the trust and the patience. Like that's kind of jumping out at me a little bit. Like I do feel like this person is so truthful, so open, so honest, that there is this immediate connection with them of you can let down your guard to allow them in, because you just feel in your heart that they are just not that type of person to hurt somebody. So I do love that. Let's get some other clues. What other clues do you want us to know? Spring. Maybe we're going to fall in love in the spring. I do have some timeline cards, so we'll see. We'll see if that spring comes up again. Springtime love. Springtime love, right? And even just, it doesn't matter what season it happens, but it's this feeling of like when we fall in love, the grass is greener, the sky is bluer, you know, like everything is heightened, everything is a little bit exaggerated, everything just is beautiful, you know, because I'm falling in love. I have a Pisces. They could have a tattoo. Okay, they could have a tattoo. Law and justice, maybe they are an attorney. Maybe they went to school for, you know, to be an attorney, or they're in school to be an attorney. I don't know, connected to the legal system somehow. I don't know. Maybe that's kind of the area of their work. something. Gym. They might go to the gym. They love to work out. Music. I don't know if they're so much a musician as much as they probably have an appreciation for music. Maybe you guys like the same kind of music. That would be very, things in common kind of a feeling. I have autumn, spring. I don't know. I mean, part of me is feeling like maybe we'll meet in the spring, but by the autumn, they've definitely, like, you've captured their heart. They know for sure they want to stay with you, be with you. Maybe we have a commitment. I have a travel. They want to take you away. Take you away. You're going to travel together. I have a Gemini. Lots of signs today. I love this card. They're into horror, spooky things. Maybe they like those shows, like the paranormal shows, or they love to watch psychics. Maybe they're into watching tarot readings too, but maybe they are it's maybe a hobby. Halloween is their favorite, something like that. But maybe they just love spooky movies. Maybe you love spooky movies, or you don't like spooky movies, but you are willing to watch them with him or her. So it's just that kind of thing. All right. So it's just a clue. Let's see what else they say. What else do they have for my Virgo? What else do you have for my Virgo? Let's see. Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. You'll know that. I have no doubt in my mind, this person in particular, the number 10's jumping out at me, could be October. This person in particular, I feel like you have this natural inner knowing. Your intuition really kicked in. Your intuition really shared with you that this is somebody that you can trust, and that this is somebody that it's going to go somewhere. It's not going to be just like a, one-time thing. Mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. That came into me as staying in the day. Okay. Staying in the day, staying in the moment, enjoying the moment, appreciating what's happening. We're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. All right. Now, I don't want to say that they are, there's nothing wrong with them, but maybe their uniqueness, or there is something specific about them that makes them unique, that made you attracted to them to begin with, whether it's their cleverness or their creativity, or their sense of humor, or, maybe there's something about them in particular that you feel like is pretty unique about them. Their sense of style. Maybe they work for themselves, but they created their own type of business, so maybe there's just something that impresses you, that they're just different from other people that you've dated in the past. And that's what you enjoy the most about them, that they're not just like everybody else. So that's why you're going to fall in love. Let's get some letters. I have some letters and numbers today. I bought these larger numbers and letters so that we could see them better. I have lots of charms, but I wanted some specific numbers and letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a big handful here, and I'm going to just go through these. Okay. This way you can see them clearly, and maybe they'll make sense to you with somebody. Maybe they'll be in alignment now with you. I have the letter O. I have the letter S. I have a number 6, June maybe. I have an F. I have a B. I have a G. C. An E. I have 2 E's. So anytime we have like doubles of something, I always kind of take that letter a little bit more seriously. I have a Z. I have a W. I have 2 W's. 2 W's. So that could be something. I have a K. Whoops, I have jumpers. I have an 8. Could be August. I have a J. I have an S. I have two S's then. Two S's. I have a 7, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. That's like spring into summer, right? And then I have two V's. I have two V's. So we'll take those two V's. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take, I'll get my hand out of the way. If you want to take a screenshot and keep your eyes open, if you're dating, you're talking to people, maybe these letters or numbers will come into your life. So we will do that. All right, let's get a couple more cards. Let's see what else Spirit has. I do have a timeline and I do have some love messages for my Virgo. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, before I forget to ask, that's always nice. I'd love for you to join me. And let's get some other cards. I have a Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, yeah, unconditional love. I mean, there's going to be this love flowing. You know, we fall in love with somebody because of how they make us feel, right? So this person's going to make you feel beautiful. I have a Chariot. This is going to move forward. It's going to move forward. It's not going to be a one-shot deal. This is going to turn into a real relationship. And I have a King of Swords. So there's that sense of trust, truth, right? This person's going to be very honest, very truthful. You know, I feel like I can talk to this person forever and ever. I have to tell you, that probably is the best part about this connection. I have a 3 of Wands. They talk about their future. They plan their future. And then they start to include you and they start to say things like our future, when we do this, you know, us, you know, they start to include it, that every decision that they're making starts to include you. It's an incredible journey. It's a new journey. You know, when we started, is there 2 here? Ooh, Temperance and the Fool. So it's a new journey, but one that really works, right? It's one that really, we are really good together. Let's get some love messages. That feeling of in the beginning where I still have feelings even kind of, you know, for somebody else, or even though I don't want to be with that person anymore, I'm still struggling a little bit, but I know I need to start over. I feel like that's okay. I feel like I really am accepting this new phase of my life. And I just know that God's going to take care of me. I just know that God's going to put somebody that's real in front of me this time, and that really is honest and open. And I'm going to have that sense of security. So for those of you that are struggling with that leap of faith to start again or start over, I want to give you a little bit of ray of hope that, you know, Spirit wants you to be happy. I have the number 17. December, maybe we're going to be together for Christmas next year. The number 19, 17, 19, the number 1 to 4 days. Boy, that would be exciting. That would be fun. I have January, 1 in January. Okay. The number 29, January 29th. Wouldn't that be exciting? That's not that far away. Look for a new moon. Maybe I'm going to meet them during a new moon cycle. And in the winter time. So that gives me that feeling. It's not that far away. It's not that far away. It really isn't. It's you know, just open yourself up to receiving, and it is divine fate. It is divine timing, but I do like the energy around the winter time. I will say that. I will, you know, there's something definitely going on there. We can't deny that. There's a lot of cards around the winter. I can't stop thinking about you. That's my favorite always. I want the person to come into my life that, you know, I knock their socks off, or that, you know, Virgo, that you are the only one that they think about, right? That you are the only one that they would ever think about. That's what I want. I love you. Yeah. They're going to love you. They are. There's what's not to love. You're perfect for them. I want to spend my life with you by my side. You know, here we go, right? We're starting this beautiful journey. Here's little Alice, right? And she doesn't look scared. She's like hopeful and excited. Even the cat's excited. Look at the cat. See the cat? The cat's even excited. The cat's like, where do we go? What are we going to do? What's next? All I know is I want you by my side, right? All I know is I don't care what we do. I just know I want to do it with you, you know? And that is really, Spirit has shared with me this was going to be the real deal. This is going to be a true love. So I want you by my side. I will go through hell for you. Okay. I love you more than you'll ever know. Beautiful. And I have awakened to our love. The grass is greener, the sky is bluer. There it is. I am concealing how badly I want you. Maybe they have a hard time in the beginning. Maybe they have to be, you know, you have to restrain them somehow, you know, just tell them to calm down, something like that. I have never met anyone like you, and you blow my mind. I love that. One more of these. You are the one. Okay, so here it is, right? You bring balance into my life. I want to start this journey for you. And Spirit said, this is a true love. This is it. Okay. I'm ready to get this started. So we are going to ask Spirit to bring you this love because I love this person's energy. I love how they make you feel. I think it's wonderful. So I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. And I want to take just another moment and go over some of the decks that I have used in today's reading. I promised myself during my New Year's resolution, for those of you that are returning, that I would share my decks more often. I have over 400 decks in my collection. So I thought what I would do at the end of my videos, if you like it, let me know. I would let you know the names of the decks. So the beginning of the video, I had the Eye of Zen Romance Oracle cards. And then this, you have to go through her website. So they were these love cards. And Jennifer Walker actually has a YouTube channel also, but she has a website. And I did buy it from her website. So if those cards are something that you'd be interested in ever, you can do that. This is a cute deck. This is literally the cute cat tarot, which is adorable. And I did go through the deck creator also to purchase this deck. And then here is their information if anybody is interested in that. So that is the cute cat tarot, which I absolutely adore. I have this little oracle deck called the Vessel. I'm not sure where I purchased this, to tell you the truth, probably from their website or Etsy. But here's the deck creation, and they're very intuitive. They're very beautiful hand drawings that are very intuitive to read and lots of fun to read. So I do enjoy this little deck. This is a new deck on the market in the last year or so. I don't know if it was 2022 or the year before. The Tarot of Curious Creatures from Chris Ann. I do believe you can get it on Amazon. And those were those kind of fun creature tarots. And you had the Soulmate. You had the Lover's card as one of those cards today. So that is the Tarot of Curious Creatures, kind of a fun deck. And then I have Alice in Wonderland themed decks, which is the Alice Wonderland Oracle by Lucy Cavendish, maybe, if you can see the spelling. She has quite a few decks. You recognize her deck by these beautiful drawn eyes, and she has a very unique illustrative style for her artwork. And this is a mass market deck. It is a themed Alice in Wonderland, and then she has other themes as well. Very popular deck creator. And then the last deck I used today was the Disney Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. It has a guidebook. It is a mass market deck. I do believe it came out in 2022, and it has kind of these fun themed Alice in Wonderland with the flowers and the hedgehog and the teacups and the spears, all kinds of fun things. So those were the decks that I used today in this reading. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me at any point, you go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. I will put that in the description below.